Hey guys, Joe here. Welcome to another Dragon Ball FighterZ video and welcome back to my patch review. I apologize for not uploading throughout the month of January, but I just felt like taking a break from uploading, which I think throughout, I think at the beginning of every new year, every month of January, I think I'm just gonna take off from content creation to kind of have time to myself, so that'll be the future plan. But it's February, it's a new month, and we are back up in it. I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and we're gonna get things rolling again with the first new Dragon Ball FighterZ video of the year, and the first new video of the year in general, which is a patch review for Goku Black, who, as you saw in my Captain Ginyu Combo Guide 2, he has replaced Super Saiyan Goku on my team, and now my main team consists of Ginyu, Goku Black, and Tien. And I believe it is going to stay that way for the foreseeable future. And the reason I replaced Super Saiyan Goku with Goku Black is because of the changes he received this recent patch. And, well, recent enough anyways, but regardless. My god, did he receive some good changes. And we're going to talk about that. But before I jump right into it, I do also want to say thank you all for 90 subscribers. We are 10 subscribers away from the glorious triple digits. And I am so excited to get to that point. I cannot wait. I cannot tell you how much I cannot wait. And by the end of the video, I've also got some other things I want to talk about. And I'll also have a combo montage at the end of the video before I, cut things off. So, yeah. Once we go through everything in regards to Goku Black and do the usual with every patch video, I have some things I'd like to announce before we end the video and go on to the combo montage. So, enough chatting now. Let's jump right into Goku Black's changes. Let's go. For this first segment, I want to talk about 2M, all three versions of God Slicer, and then the heavy version of God Slicer. For a few reasons. So, starting out with 2M, the hitbox of the move now becomes larger when the opponent is in hit stun. And you might think, what's the use of a change like that? That's where the changes to God Slicer come in. For one, all three versions now have a faster startup, and can now be altered in regards to their trajectory. So if you hold up, you go up. If you hold down, you stay closer to the ground. For example, that's me holding to the ground. That's me holding up. And that's the light version, by the way, and this is the regular version. So as you can see, very much a middle ground. And as you also can see, the light version now has an 11 frame startup. The medium version has a 13 frame startup, and the EX version also has an 11 frame startup. Maximum power! Because it's the EX version. It shares the startup of the light version, but the power of the medium version. And speaking of the heavy version of God Slicer, it now travels further. Maximum power! Which is pretty fucking insane. Maximum power! So, yeah, you now have that at your disposal. So, it's definitely a bit more of an impressive tool, and definitely a very solid movement option, if you absolutely need it. And, of course, maximum power! You can also maximum power! Close the gap to start up pressure. Maximum power! Since, like I said, depending on where you hit somebody with a button, that determines how long their plus range. That determines their plus range. So, if you were to do this, maximum power! And then hit him with a light,
Maximum power!
Depending on where you hit them, that'll determine how plus they are, so you could start up pressure. However, now that you can hold up and change the trajectory of God Slicer in regards to heavy God Slicer,
Maximum power!
you could probably potentially do float mix with it.
Maximum power!
Potentially. Anyway. The same could go for the medium version, but I'm not 100% sure. Definitely with the EX version.
Maximum power!
That one's definitely more likely.
Maximum power!
So just something to keep in mind. I'm not going to say that it's optimal, let alone practical, but it's an option. But in regards to the light and medium slicers, there is so much more to talk about. More specifically in regards to Goku Black's combo game, which has been heavily buffed and even restructured in some ways. Now, before this patch, Goku Black never had guaranteed rejumps. But with this patch, take a look at this shit. You now have access to guaranteed rejumps with the God Slicer. And, again, thanks to the enlarged hitbox you get on 2M, you can now convert much easier out of the light God Slicer. Now, I will admit the timing is a little tight, but it's not impossible. But you gotta time it just right. But that's not the only thing, because in addition to that, there's one other beautiful thing I need to talk about, and that's the medium God Slicer. Before this patch, a combo like that would never have been possible. But now, you get a guaranteed meterless sliding knockdown with Goku Black. This game has been out for 8 years now, and Goku Black has never once had a solid sliding knockdown option. But now, with these changes, not only to the trajectory being altered by holding up or down, but also to the faster startup, the medium God Slicer is now a solid option for getting a sliding knockdown. Now you don't have to waste resources, which is phenomenal. So overall, these 3 changes together create some very, very strong combo potential for the character. His combo tree, his combo game, whatever you want to go by. Both. Let's go with both. Regardless, these changes to Goku Black in regards to his 2M and his God Slicers are so unbelievably good for the character. And I've already shown you why, so I don't need to go into it any further. But yeah, this character's combo game has just been heavily buffed and restructured in the best ways possible. And I should also mention one other thing with Light God Slicer. You could do shit like that if you so wish. So, just something to keep in mind. But yeah, these are awesome changes for the character. And these are the changes that ultimately made me pick up Goku Black and replace Super Saiyan Goku. Yeah, I know Super Saiyan Goku is crazy this patch, but I am definitely on the side of Goku Black for this one. The next change to talk about is to the medium version of Fierce God Kick, which now has adjusted knockback when not in the animation mid screen. In other words, when not doing a smash hit. So watch. As you can see, the knockback of the opponent has been adjusted to have Goku Black be closer to the opponent rather than further away. they don't go bouncing away nearly as far. This is also really good. This is really good for combo reasons because let's say you do this move in the corner. You can now more easily confirm into assists. Relatively speaking, anyways. It just depends on the assist, but overall you get the point. You now can confirm more easily with this move when not in hit stun in the corner with assists. And the same is also true for mid-screen, but again, it purely depends on the assist. So, let me show you. Just to kind of give you an example, but yeah, this is a really, really nice buff for the medium version of Fierce God Kick. I think it's going to make the move, both with the smash hit and without, a much better combo option, so really good. In addition to medium Fierce God Kick getting changed, the heavy version also got changed. Heavily changed. In a lot of ways. A lot of adjustments to not only its knockback, but also its stun time and the distance move. So, let's take a look at these one by one, starting with mid-screen. The mid-screen hit for the EX version of Fierce God Kick has been adjusted, and it looks like this.
Maximum power!
So now you have a greater opportunity to confirm out of this, and I believe this change goes in tandem with the change to 2M. So yeah, now you can more easily confirm out of that without having to do what you used to do before was, let me show you.
Maximum power!
So you'd have to do something like that. You'd have to do jumping heavy and then cancel into a 2M. But now you can just run up 2M. I don't know if the previous method still works. It might. As long as you don't fuck it up like that.
Maximum power!
So I've been trying to test out to see if it works.
Maximum power!
I'm not too sure, but I think it does.
Maximum power!
I think I might be doing it wrong.
Maximum power!
Yeah, I'm thinking it might not work that way before. I don't think it works that way anymore. I don't think.
Maximum power! Maximum power!
Yeah, it just seems like it doesn't work that well anymore. Which is why they changed it, I'm assuming, to make run up 2M easier. Which, if that is the case, then fair. Again, I'm not 100% sure if that doesn't fully work anymore, but as far as I'm aware, it doesn't work like that anymore. But now that we've covered the smash hit version of the move, let's talk about the non-smash hit version. Which, similarly to the medium version, now allows you to more easily confirm into assists mid-screen, which is nice. But aside from mid-screen changes, there are also some corner changes, which consist of an adjusted stun time and adjusted distance move.
Maximum power!
which looks like that. So now you can do shit like that, which I didn't even, I literally just on the fly tried to do that re-jump and it worked, and you know what, just give me a minute, I gotta. I gotta try this again. I can't believe that works. So not only does he have a guaranteed re-jump off of that mid-screen, but he also has it in the corner, which is absolutely fucking wild. But I'm not complaining. That just makes the character even cooler. So yeah, this character's combo game has been heavily adjusted, which, hey, you're not gonna see me complaining, and that just adds to why I have this character on my main team now, and I regret fucking him. Well, also the fact that he has a beam assist, but you know. Anyways, moving on. The next change to talk about is a change that I am beyond happy about seeing, because by God, this very specific super has been frustrating to make good use of, but now, with a faster startup, Holy Light Grenade, aka level 1, number 2, is now much easier to confirm into out of longer combos, because the startup is now nine frames when in hit stun, and when not in hit stun, it's a 12 frame startup, which just makes this super so much better for confirming into. It's gonna make combos using this super much easier, which I cannot express how much I am glad to see. So, a very good change, and a very necessary one for Goku Black. It's a simple quality of life change, but it means a lot. And the final change that Goku Black has received this patch is a faster startup to his C assist. This assist is already really good because it's a phenomenal air tracking assist, but now it has a 35 frame startup, and it is pretty good, honestly. 20 frames if the opponent's in hit stun, so that's pretty cool. And on block, it has a really nice 32 frames of block stun, so honestly, this assist is really nice. So it's definitely a viable option, as is his A and B assist. So I think overall, Goku Black's assist lineup is pretty even now, in my opinion. So these are some really good changes for the character. This is a really good change for this assist specifically, though, since it is a really good air tracking assist. And with that, we have covered all of Goku Black's changes from this recent patch, and I'm gonna be honest, Goku Black won out pretty fucking hard here. There's a lot of things that Goku Black received this patch that are gonna do him so many favors in regards to his, his gameplay, like for pressure, for combos, especially combos, because now he's got a meterless sliding knockdown option. He's got easier ways to confirm into assists with his fierce God Kick, medium, and heavy when not using a smash hit, and comboing out of the heavy version with the smash hit is now much easier as well. So already Goku Black is doing really well. Goku Black did really well this match. One thing I did forget to mention though is that when the patch released, patch 1.40 specifically, Goku Black had an infinite with his EX Fierce God Kick, in which he could loop that fucking thing over and over and over again, which was pretty funny. Similarly to Hit's medium, Hit's Instant Blow, which he could loop over and over again. So I'm glad those things were patched out of the game, because they were a little ridiculous. But regardless, Goku Black received some really nice changes with this patch, but there are some other things I think the character could more than certainly use, and that's what I'm going to talk about, so let's jump right into it. So now we've come to the last part of the video where I list off all the changes I would personally make to the character. Thankfully, there isn't too terribly much, just some quality of life things that Goku Black could use, but overall, I think he could still benefit from these. So, first things first, I want to talk about the God Slicers again, all three versions. The biggest thing I would like to see for all three versions of God Slicer is when the moves are, you know, not utilizing the smash hit, especially for the medium and heavy versions, I would like to see those versions get an increase in hit stun on the final hit of the move. So for the light version, I would like to see the hit stun of the final hit be increased from 20 frames to 30, or more specifically, basically, yeah, 30 frames of hit stun. For the medium and heavy versions, when not in the smash hit, I would like them to have an increase in hit stun on the final hit from 20 frames to 40 frames for both. But that's only when they're not using the smash hit. The next change I would like to see is to 214S, which is the command grab into the beam. So as it currently stands, if you were to do something like Zamasu would not be able to immediately, as you saw there, grab the character, but one thing I would like to see is for Zamasu to be able to track the opponent after doing a, a heavy rather than needing to delay it. Because as it stands, you currently need to just heavily delay it. But I would rather Zamasu just grab you wherever you're currently standing, like immediately. Like if you're like, even if you're like halfway away, I would like for Zamasu to just immediately grab you. Just immediately grab you and be able to pull off the move. So, in other words, improve Zamasu's tracking. Then there's Goku Black's level 3, the work of a god, which looks like this. Now, there's nothing wrong with this super, but there is one thing I think the super could use. As you saw, Goku Black does not track the opponent when doing the super. And one thing that I think this character could definitely use in regards to his level 3 is the ability to copy the height of the opponent, similarly to Vegeta Blue's level 3 as mentioned in his video. So I think giving Goku Black that would definitely do him a lot of good as well. And then we come to his A assist. I've already mentioned it with other characters, but to reiterate, since his A assist is a beam assist, I would like to see the hit stun be increased on that from 50 frames to 60 frames in which the opponent is actually in hit stun, or more specifically, 70 frames to 80 frames of hit stun. And as for the C assist, I would like to see a 3-frame increase in block stun, from 32 to 35. So, that's it. those are all of the changes I would make to Goku Black. Every last one of those changes are nothing more than quality of life changes, but I definitely think they would help out the character a ton and flesh out his combo game even more than it already does. As well as potentially flesh out his neutral game, which could be interesting. Well, his neutral, his pressure, his mix. Would definitely help out a lot more. So, yeah. Those are the changes I would make. And with that, we have come to the end of the video. To a degree, anyways. So, we only have one more character to cover in regards to the game's base roster before we get onto the DLC characters. And Majid 21 is the last character to talk about, and there's a lot to talk about with her. So that video is going to be saved for Saturday. But after I'm done making the Majin 21 patch review video, I'm going to take a break from doing these patch review videos to cover, to either, talk about other games or just make other types of content. Because I've been focusing solely on Dragon Ball FighterZ and the patch 1. The current patches, patch 1.40, 0.41, and 0.42 for the last few months, and it has been exhausting. So before I jump back into talking about the DLC characters, I want to take a break from talking about this patch. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop making Dragon Ball FighterZ content. I've got videos that don't involve this kind of thing on the way at some point in the future, but not right now. I do want to do other things in the meantime, so this will be the second to last Dragon Ball FighterZ patch review, and when this upcoming Saturday, Majin 21s will be the last for a while. I don't know how long. I'd say like at best a month, maybe 2. We'll see. But regardless, this is just one of the things I wanted to talk about. The other thing I wanted to talk about is, like I said, the combo montage for Goku Black is coming up, so be on the lookout for that, because that's going to be fun. I've also, actually, yeah. In addition to that, I also have another Ginyu combo video coming pretty soon, going over combos you can do in the current patch, so be on the lookout for that. And I also have another video coming out, which is going to be a remake of a video I did last year, which was a combo video doing a TOD with 12 of my favorite characters in the game. But with how many more characters I've learned to do TODs with, I am going to increase that number from 12 to whatever it may be. Oh, sorry about that. Anyways, so expect another TOD combo video to come out soon, because it'll be here. It'll be soon. And in addition to that, I've also got some Team Fortress 2 videos that I've got on the docket as well, so be on the lookout for those as well. I also said that I wanted to start making some VR chat content. I might do that at some point, but I won't be alone in that, hopefully, but we'll see. And in addition to that, I also said I was going to start streaming on Twitch, and considering it is the Blue Blur's 35th anniversary this year, at some point, either this month or next month, I'm going to start streaming, and I'm going to be streaming nothing but Sonic games for okay, I won't be doing Sonic games every stream just until we reach November, because once November comes around, that's the big date, because November 14th of this year marks 20 years, the 20th anniversary of one of the worst video games of all time, birthing from my favorite video game franchise of all time. You all know what I'm talking about. And yes, I will be streaming Sonic 06 on November 14th of this year, in quote-unquote celebration of the 20th anniversary. Will I be alone in this? Will I have people with me? I have no idea. We will talk about it. We will get there when we get there. But regardless, those are my plans. And in addition to that, if you guys remember what I said, if we reach 100 subs, I will be doing a tour of my room. But in addition to that, not only will I be doing a tour of my room, I will also be displaying to you guys something else. I'll be showcasing my VR chat avatars in that video at the end. So be on the lookout for that. So with that all said and done, the combo montage is coming up, and I hope you guys enjoy that as much as you have enjoyed this video. And I want to thank you guys for watching, and until we meet again this Saturday, don't do anything stupid, and take good care of yourselves. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Oh, one more thing. I know I already said this earlier in the video, but I want to stress it again. Thank you guys again so much for 90 subscribers. Like I said, we are almost to 100 subscribers. And hopefully we can reach that number before the end of the year. I don't doubt that's possible. But I'm going to have to really push the content out. But I will make sure to make the content as good as possible. But anyways, that's it for me. Enjoy the montage. See you later. Bye.
神の力を思い知ったか。